Not everybody agrees with it. That you have to understand that everybody is bringing something to the table.
Do you think young and youth is involved enough at this moment?
Some young people are. They'll help me to accomplish what I want. I will help you to accomplish what you want.
If you could go back and do one or two things differently, what would they be?
You might go back and say, I wish I had done this. But because I took the steps I took, maybe I learned from those steps what you feel is a good part of life.
How do we make decisions?
If you support what they want, then more than likely they will help you as well. How to make everyone's dream come true.
Hello everyone, this is Prasad Anguluri from Think Practical. Let's think practical for our communities and for our country. Today I have Rosemary McAuliffe. She is greatly respected public servant in our region. Over a career spanning more than 2 decades in Washington state, she served as a senator and also she was on Bothell City Council. Rosemary has been a steady voice for education, collaboration, and community-driven decision making. In this episode, we reflect on the evaluation of Bothell and the responsibility that comes with the leadership and the wisdom gained from serving across generations. This is a conversation especially for those who believe that good governance is built on not on headlines but on listening, learning, and showing up consistently. Thank you very much, Rosemary, for giving me opportunity to talk today.
Thank you.
The first question I have, looking back, what are the most important lessons you learned in decades of public service?
The most important lessons I have learned is that you have to understand that everybody is bringing something to the table. I might bring to the table something I care very deeply about, education. Somebody else might come to the table and what they care about is affordable housing. Somebody else might come to the table and they care about the elderly or housing. You have to understand they care. They came to fight for what they believed in, and you have to help them get there. They'll help me to accomplish what I want. I will help you to accomplish what you want.
Great.
We might not all get it all.
Sure.
We might just get a piece here or a piece there, but we must work together.
Great. So I should respect if somebody on the council, we have 7 people, so they come from different perspectives, different backgrounds. Everybody may want to do different things. So we should understand what do they care about as well.
Yes. And how can you help them to accomplish what they came for?
Great. Excellent. Anything else from your experience?
I think it's important that you help other young people learn from you how to grow and become advocates for what they believe in. So you have to listen to the young people and help them find their way.
Do you think young and youth is involved enough at this moment? Do you think they are involved?
Some young people are.
Okay.
Not all, but you would hope to involve them. So many times I would have student groups, a club, an organization. We would bring the students, the children, the young people to a table and discuss different things and then help them to accomplish something that they wanted. And that way they learn to become in later life leaders.
Great. Great. Anything else from your experience that you wanted to share to our audience?
I just think it's important that you make friends with the people you work with.
Great.
Because then you have respect for them and then you want to help them accomplish what they want.
Excellent. So moving up, thank you very much. That's great what I heard. I would love to implement in how I service as well. Thank you so much for that advice. Yes. If you could go back and do one or two things differently, what would they be?
That's a difficult question because you might go back and say, I wish I had done this. But because I took the steps I took, maybe I learned from those steps. And then I was better the next time I made a decision. So I can't say I have any regrets.
Okay.
I only experience those regrets as learning lessons
Great.
for moving forward.
Excellent. So what I'm hearing is we will do mistakes.
Yes.
Let's learn from that and try not to do.
And yes, let's learn from that and move on with the experience, knowing that we have learned something. Now, next time, maybe we respond differently. Maybe we act differently. We need to know what we did and did it work or did it not work? And if it didn't work, now what do we do? What's the next step?
Sure. By the way, what are your biggest achievements? Anything that you wanted to share with my followers or friends? Any achievements in your life that you feel like you're proud of achieving those?
Oh, I guess I'd have to say
High level. Yeah.
yes, at the very highest level of achievement that I've had would be that my own children are successful
Give me
and
a
they
hand.
are kind.
Great. Yeah. Family is important.
Yes, that's the most important because you leave behind what your legacy, what you taught them, and they will then be the next step into what you want the world to be like, or the families to be like, or your city to be like.
Great. Excellent. Thank you. Now, this is an interesting question. What are your biggest concerns for the next generation, either for your children or grandchildren or great grandchildren? You do have great grandchildren, right? How many great grandchildren?
I have 10.
10 great grandchildren. Amazing. Okay. Are there any concerns you have for them?
I guess it all comes back down to the fact that you would want them as my own children, as my grandchildren, as my great grandchildren. You would want them to help each other to accomplish the things in life that they would like to do. You know, the generation I'm in now, the next generation, I want them to be able to help their next generation. So we all learn from each other, and we all learn the good parts of what we do, and sometimes how we fail. But then after we failed, how do we respond the next time to accomplish what we want?
Great.
I want to teach them that. I want them to learn that, so that generations can be responsible and successful.
Great. Are there any hopes? Are there any specific hopes for the next generation?
Oh yes, of course. They I believe in them.
You believe in the next gen? Okay,
I do.
Great. Excellent. Yeah, I believe in my kids too. They'll be great. Of course, there will be challenges.
Of course, yes. But I think it's important because what we are learning is learn from each other. So you want your children and your grandchildren and your greats to learn from you, so that they can continue what you feel is a good part of life, the best parts of life.
Great. It comes to now cities. From your perspective, how can cities work better together? Like a collaboration, anything that you would like to give? I'm a new council member. I just joined a few weeks back. What would you like to, like, an advice or collaboration, how we can work with other cities?
So when I was in the Senate, and I was in the Senate for 24 years, I learned a lot about how to make everyone's dream come true.
Wow. Nice.
So that you told me what's important to you, and now I help you accomplish that. So in order to work together, I have to listen to you. I have to understand why that's important to you. And then the next person over here, we need to booster them up as well. Now, you can't always agree with everybody.
Sure.
So that there will become a time, especially if there's 7, where it will be 4 to 3.
Sure.
And when that happens, it's very discouraging because you wondered, why did you 4? all get together and think the same way.
Mhm.
And so you need to say to them then, would you explain why you didn't support what I wanted you to support? So you could then understand where they were coming from.
Their perspective,
Yes.
their viewpoint.
Yes.
Mm.
Because if I don't understand you, then I'm going to be very upset with you because you didn't support what I wanted.
Yeah.
So you need to tell me, why did you vote against me?
Great.
Maybe then I'll understand why, and then I'll support the direction you're going.
Excellent. No, I think that's a very important point. Understanding, like when I talk to my wife or my friends, I might be thinking one way, but they do bring a different perspective. If I'm thinking positive, they may bring a negative perspective. If I'm thinking negative, they bring including my wife, a positive perspective. I'm trying my best to embrace the perspectives and how do we make decisions that helps majority of the community. Sometimes not everybody will be happy, right?
Nope. But if you support what they want, then more than likely they will help you as well. Because now I have a park that we want to build, and a skateboard park that I want to build because I want to give the children, the young people, something to do in our city. Not everybody agrees with me. So now I have to find out, what is it that you want that I can help you do? And then you help me because I will help you. That way we build a better community.
Because the other person is also trying to do something for the community.
Correct.
I'm also trying to do something for the community. How do we collaborate? Same thing with the cities. Anything you wanted to bring, if I'm working with Woodinville council members or Kenmore council members or Kirkland council members, anything that you see that we should do with the other council members?
That's hard. When you're talking about all the different cities, which is each one of them has their own image of who they want to be and who they want to serve and how they want to function. So I guess listening.
Sure. What their priorities and see how we can align.
Right. And what you can learn from them.
Yeah, absolutely. We should learn from, because some cities can do some things better than us.
Correct.
We might do better things.
So if I want to do a skateboard park, I'm going to look at all the different cities that have skateboard parks and say, what can I learn from that one? What makes this one better than that one? And then when I finally decide on what our design will be and what it will be, then it will be the best of all of them because I've learned from them.
Great. So it's come to me as a new council member or for the new leaders. Any specific advice? I think I already learned a lot from this, just a quick discussion. Anything else would you like to give me as an advice?
I think it's important, particularly when you're talking about listening to the people in your city. You're going to have a lot of diverse and different opinions about what they think is important. I kind of like it when they put up on the board, they put papers, and then people write down, I would really want this. And then everybody goes and puts their mark. How many people support this? Now, even if you only get a few marks, that person still needs to be appreciated. And maybe there's another time to do that person's idea of what they think is really important at the time. But if you can convince them that this park is so important to the whole community and that it will serve the children and the families and will be so wonderful for the community, maybe you can bring everybody along if what they want in that park is something they can see they will enjoy.
Nice. Yeah.
So you make them a part of it too.
Sure. Yeah. Listen to the community and try your best what you can do.
And make sure that they feel like you are serving them. What do you want? I want a picnic table so I can sit down and play a game with my family.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You have to know what they want and why.
Yeah.
And then you try and incorporate that into it.
Yeah, that's absolutely. And I can see you made a $1 million personal contribution to the park at Bothell Landing improvement project. But I have a question. What motivated that decision, and what do you hope this park represents for the city and beyond?
Well, first of all, you have to understand the $1 million and where it came from. So the $1 million came from Council Member Rob Dembowski.
Yeah, I met him
Rod,
too.
Rod Dembowski.
Mhm.
And when I went to him and asked him for some, I didn't ask for $1 million. I only asked for about 500,000 or whatever contribution he would make toward this skateboard park that I wanted to build.
Mhm.
And you know what he said to me? He said, "You helped me out when I needed help as a council member, and now I will help you." And that is where that came from. And so
Great.
you see, today I might help somebody and never remember it. 5 years later, he remembered. So it's important to me to have the skateboard park because I believe that there's a place for children and young people to gather. If you join baseball, if you join soccer, if you join football, that's going to cost you a lot of money. You know how much it costs just in fees alone to join those groups? It's very expensive. And
Sure.
then, of course, the gear
Yeah.
is very expensive. For a child to have a skateboard and protecting pieces, they can just go.
Mm-hmm.
And once they have it, they don't have to buy again and again and again. If you can't afford to do something, you can get on your skateboard and go down there and you can join other kids and be a part of their community and do something that nobody has to pay for.
Understand.
Other than us. to build it. But,
so to make sure our listeners understand, so you were able to bring this $1 million on the table working with King County Council member Rod and all. Thank you very much for making this happen for the community, for the city. Not just one city, right? We are at the intersection of Kirkland, Kenmore, and the Bothell downtown and Woodinville. It's almost four cities actually. It's not almost. Yeah.
But you have to also understand, I have a match, so I have 2 million.
Oh, so you are personally still contributing 1 million.
I have 1 million that is at the city level, and I have a son that has donated a match. I have $2 million.
So from your personal contribution?
From his personal contribution, yes.
Oh, wow. Great. Thank you so much. Amazing.
I mean, we can build the skateboard park regardless of what the park itself happens to be. We have the money to do that.
Great. Excellent.
But I'm not done. I have to have some more. I have to build some more support for it with the to make it even better.
Great.
Well, the truth is that many people would like to have a roof.
Sorry?
They'd like to have a roof on it so they could use it in the wintertime as well.
Sure. Yeah, and because so, we are rainy Seattle. Okay.
Yeah. So we would need some more money for that.
Understand.
So we're still working.
Thank you for all your support and contribution, and that's amazing.
You see, you have to understand, when my kids were young and they were all playing soccer and baseball and football, there'd always be one kid that would be hanging out at the house, and he didn't have any money for soccer shoes, and he didn't have any money for this part of baseball. So I'd say, "Come on, just come with the kids, and we all go buy soccer shoes, or we all go buy some uniforms." He couldn't have played. So I don't want kids to be left out.
Sure. So yeah, completely understandable. Okay, I have a couple interesting questions. May I ask?
Sure.
So you have been a Democratic leader. Were you ever part of Republican Party?
No, I actually at one time was a lot like you. I was neither Republican nor Democrat.
Okay.
I decided I would vote for the person.
Understand. So you have seen Democratic Party more than me and many others. What do you think Democratic Party is lacking, in your opinion, at national level, for example?
Right. Okay. So I think both parties have gone too far. I think both parties need to come back to the middle. And then they start, and because they just got too radical. And that's not the way you can solve the problems of our country or the world. And we are leaders in the world. Yeah. We need to remember that. Yeah. That people have to come together, listen to each other, and they have to make decisions because it affects all of the people. Some people get carried away. They think they have this whole idea. It's great. I'm going to be da-da-da-da-da-da. But that doesn't help everybody.
Yeah, we are like north and south,
Mm-hmm. We are. We are.
very highly divided. Okay, understand. Great. Okay. Anything you like in the Republican Party? Have you seen anything? Oh, this is something good.
I think there were presidents that were Republicans that did a very good job
Okay,
over time. Yes, I'm not gonna name them, but there were some that I thought were excellent at what they did.
got it.
Um, I just had to choose a party when I ran for Senate. So, as I told you, it was
Sure.
John Kennedy that influenced me, President Kennedy.
Right. So when it comes to Washington State, are there any major issues that you see that need to be solved for Washington State? Anything that you can think of? We're a great state. We have great companies,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's a Starbucks, Microsoft,
Mm-hmm.
Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
Beyond Technology, Expedia. We have great companies.
I think the one thing that I think is most important is that while we have this vast array of very successful companies that can employ a lot of people,
Mhm.
that make a very large impact footprint in our society,
Yeah.
that they find out how to bring everyone up. So
Mm,
for the people who, you have to think about the fact that if I'm going to be a child, you have to teach that child, give them an education, let them learn when they have problems, help them to figure out how to solve those problems. That's our responsibility as adults and also as politicians. Bring those ones up that need the help.
sure. Understand.
And if you have wealth, hopefully they will contribute and support that as well.
Understand. Okay. Are there any specific problems Washington State is facing? Do you think anything we are, or do you think we are overall we are doing all good as a state?
Mm.
That means we are doing good. You are thinking
Mm.
overall as a
No,
state.
no, that doesn't mean they're doing good.
Okay.
I mean, they need to manage their money better.
We need to like as a state. Okay.
Sure,
Got it.
sure.
Okay.
They
Understand.
have a funding problem,
Understand. Okay. Got it. Okay.
and that's never good because then everything else,
Mhm.
um, other things don't get accomplished.
Sure.
Education needs to be funded fully.
Yeah.
We need to care a lot about how we're teaching our children, what we're teaching our children.
Mhm.
Civics is totally important in their classroom. What we teach those children in those classrooms is what they will become. Because some of them don't, that's the only place they can go where somebody cares about them.
Mhm.
So we have to provide those children that need support and help. And I think we can do that in our schools. And we have, in North Shore, we have a wonderful program
Yeah.
that serves children who don't actually make it through the regular educational program. And it was called the Special Assignment School for a while. I think it's named something else today. But you should see those kids blossom because they listen to them, they help them succeed. They might not be able to get much at home life, but at school they can be successful.
Great. Thank you so much, Rosemary. I want to sincerely thank you. Meeting you and hearing from your story has been really great, and you have given amazing and inspiring journey that you had. And there is a lot of things that I learned today, and more to learn from you. So I think the legacy will continue, and I think what you served for the communities and the cities. And to our listeners, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again next time.
Yes,
Thank
and
you.
thank you for what I learned from you as well.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hope to do whatever of the best I can do.
Sure.
Thank you.